Shatai sues Harry Gill. Shore Base signs 11-year contract with Exxon. Houston residents sue EPA and Schlumberger over radiation fears. And national insecurity. I am Noriko Bulford, and this is Uncut News. Do you see news happening? Send us a tip on WhatsApp at 592-659-6151. Police Constable Kellon Gilbert, aka Officer Shot-Eye, has filed a lawsuit against government advisor Harry Gill. Gilbert is claiming $5 million for emotional distress and violation of his rights for the viral video that was taken after he had finished a 20-hour shift on guard duty and fell asleep. His lawyer said Gill recorded the officer in an embarrassing position, and that amounts to a violation of his rights. On Monday, the Bureau of Statistics commenced 2 weeks of intense training for 54 persons across Guyana who will function as area coordinators during the upcoming 2022 population and housing census. Chief Statistician Errol LaCruz said the actual data collection is being planned for commencement in mid-September. The census provides not only an accurate count of the population, but also other critical demographical information, including gender, age structure, and educational attainment, as well as fertility. Yesterday, Minister Ashni Singh led an official government visit to Guyana Manganese Incorporated, a subsidiary of the Chinese-owned Bosai Minerals Group in Matthews Ridge, Region 1. There, the ministers met with senior management to discuss the company's investment and production plans. Guyana Shore Base Incorporated has signed an 11-year extension contract with Exxon for shore base management and operations services. In 2017, Guyana Shore Base signed a contract for 8 acres, 2 berths, and 1 warehouse. Today, it stands at 170 acres, 8 warehouses, and 4 berths, with further expansions planned. Not bad for Munishwars, am I right? Now it's time to tell you about Best Buy's Car of the Week. Currently on sale is the 2016 Suzuki Jimmy Sierra 4-wheel drive. It comes with regular and low-range 4-wheel drive, mag rims, new tires, TV, CD, fog lamps, bar camera, and much, much more. Buy cash for $3.4 million. All pay as low as $700,000 down with around $67,000 monthly for 5 years, and it is yours. Call or WhatsApp 662-0844 for more info, or visit the showrooms at Lot 171 Peter Street, Queenstown, or Lot 2 Lamar Street, and tell them Noriko sent you for this sweet deal. 23-year-old construction worker Kian Carr has been charged and remanded for the murder of 19-year-old Chris Gaichan Narayan. Carr was accused of attacking Narayan and his uncle as they were heading home to their house in Parfait Harmony. The cause of the attack was not determined. Carr was remanded to prison until August 4th. The police have seized 3 Honda motorcycles as well as a quantity of suspected cannabis following a raid at a suspected foul-fighting ring at Virgin Eugene, East Bank, Essequibo. There were no reported incidents during the raid, nor were there any mentions of arrests, only seizures. Dexter James, aka Lemuel Alfonso, is wanted by the police for questioning in relation to the murder committed on Nariman Latifan. If anyone sees Alfonso or has any information that can lead to his arrest, they are asked to contact the nearest police station. Guyanese are known for many things, and cheapness is one of them. Thankfully, you could be cheap and still get high-quality Darth, International, Freightliner, Bedford TM, or Scammell truck parts for low prices at Powered Automotive. Visit them at Lot 1161 EE Eccles, or call them on telephone number 6970171. Save big on truck parts at Powered Automotive, the #1 heavy-duty truck parts store in Guyana. Residents of Houston on the east bank of Demerara are challenging the EPA's decision to waive an environmental impact assessment for oil services company Schlumberger Guyana Incorporated. They have filed an action asking the High Court to declare the Environmental Protection Agency's decision waiving the requirement for EIA as being, among other things, unlawful and unreasonable. They are also arguing that their health and community are at significant risk in the event of escaped hazardous radioactive waste from the facility in question. Now for today's oil update. US $232,164,587 in petroleum revenues are paid into the Natural Resources Fund from April 1st to June 30th of this year. This is the equivalent to 48.4 billion Guyana dollars. Guyana also received a royalty payment related to the first quarter production on April 28th, amounting to US $21,059,483.63. During that time, we also received payments for 2 million barrel lifts of oil, amounting to a little over US $211 million. Military representatives from the United States conducted several site visits around the Guyana Police Force headquarters on Monday in preparation for Operation Tradewind 2023. The exercise will be held in Guyana in July of 2023 and is expected to go on for 2 weeks. The countering of transnational criminal organizations and countering violent extremist organizations will be the focus of that exercise. Now for our stupid news of the day. You know what I think is stupid? Just how poor the nation's security situation is. That's why I was happy to hear that Jerry Gavaya, in his capacity as a security advisor, is telling the government to closely monitor the Venezuelans that enter our country. That should just be the beginning of it. Nevertheless, he says that we have to find a balance between national security and humanely welcoming fellow humans with open arms. I agree with this 100%. We need to examine all security threats, both internal and external, not just from Venezuela. While we are not at war with our neighbor, we still need to be cognizant of the fact that the government of Venezuela still lays claim to over 60% of our land, and they've made it known that they're not afraid to invade. In fact, in the past, they've supported a rebellion in the Rupununi, and they already invaded Ankoko Island, a place they still occupy to this day, and they regularly invade our airspace, land, and waters just to kidnap, intimidate, and harm Guyanese citizens. Then criminal elements roam the hinterland basically unhindered. This has to stop. If we want the nation to grow, the government has to address the security situation, and now. And the only way to do this is to address all security threats, both internal and external, because to allow this to continue is pretty stupid. It might not be robbery season, but the streets are still mean. That's why you need to get security for your home and business through Sheriff Security Service. Sheriff Security offers well-trained guards, armed and unarmed patrol, marine patrol, canine services. These people even got drones. Why? Because your security is their highest priority. You've seen the rest, now hire the best. Hire Sheriff Security Service today. Now for our Uncut News Views Poll question of the day. Every day we pose the question of current events in Guyana, the region, the diaspora, and how you feel it relates to us. Yesterday, I asked about AFC leaving the coalition. Does it even matter at this point? Dion Ryan Singh says the AFC don't matter. Parasaram Prasad says, we Guyanese people don't need none of the PPP or APNU or AFC to be in parliament anymore. I agree fully, we need to completely overhaul the system and the parties. Precious says, the question is, why does the AFC want to depart? Secondly, do they think they're on their own can overthrow the PPP? Why not apply sound reasoning for there are issues among the coalition? I thought the goal was for a better Guyana. No, it's all in the blind pursuit for power. And finally, Willow Darrow says, honestly, Noriko, the way the politicians are going on, I wish they can all just disappear or start new, smaller parties so the political monopoly can stop. Just saying in hopes of a better country for all. I agree 100%. But before we get to tonight's question, you can multiply your cash by selling Digicel Top-Up. This is a legit way you can earn some extra money at your business or to supplement your current hustle. Become a top-up vendor quick and easy by linking with Cellular Plus. Call them on telephone number 685-3109 for more info. Now for tonight's question. Aside from just giving money away, what are some suggestions you would have for the government to cushion the cost of inflation? I want you to think about that question. Tell us in the comments below. If your response is good enough, we just might feature it in our next episode. Anyway, that's all the time we have for tonight, and check us out tomorrow for another. Until then, I'm Noriko Bulford saying good night, folks.